Telling your story includes all the people around us who share the same dreams and goals but face different challenges moving forward. We hope you come away from each episode inspired. Keep watching for this episode of Telling Your Story with Terrell and Nic, coming up next. Hello and welcome to Telling Your Story with Terrell and Nic. I'm Nic.
And I'm Terrell.
And we are your co-hosts. We have a very fun and very informational show today.
Yes, guess what? Mary is here.
Mary's in the house.
Yes, woohoo, Mary!
Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Mary Mowrey-Reise, Employment Marketing Manager and Transitioning Youth Transfer Coordinator at the Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy Institute, is here today to share all kinds of thoughts and ideas about the wild, wonderful world of job coaching. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you.
Mary, can you tell Terrell and I, where did your story begin?
Well, I grew up in the city of Philadelphia, and I used to go to school, walk to school every day with a gentleman who was actually an individual with an intellectual disability. And I was a very talkative little girl, and so were my girlfriends. And Bobby would walk with us to school every single day. And one day, this is what the one thing that really impacted my life was one day I was talking way too much as usual, and I came to the intersection and started to just walk out and keep talking to my friends. And Bobby reached out and pulled me back just in time. I almost got hit by a car, and it was so close, I just felt it go right past my face. And that was the first time that I realized that how valuable Bobby was to me.
Wow.
And so anyway.
I know, he
yes,
saved your life.
He saved my life. And Bobby's no longer with us, he passed away. However, my brother told me that there was no room in the church. It was completely full. That's how many lives he impacted. So anyway, and then around 20, you're searching for yourself. What am I going to do with my life?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've been through that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
same.
Oh, what am I going to do? So I was going to school in the evening and working as a secretary during the day. And then one day I just woke up, I think I was 20, and I said to myself, if I do anything in this world, I want to be there when someone needs me. I want to be that person that's going to help someone in need. And so I made that commitment that I would not look away. I would step in and help somebody, even if I didn't know them, they were strangers. And I've done that since I was 20. So I've done that for a very long time. And I'm very passionate about that.
Wow.
That's great.
That's
Yeah,
great.
and it's something small. It's just a small thought, but I do it every day. And I love my job because I help individuals succeed in their jobs, and it's very important. I mean, we all would love to be successful in whatever we do, and I think it's really important to give 200, 300, 400% to get that individual. That's the beauty of employment, being an employment specialist or a job coach, is you take the person, it could be transitioning youth with no experience, and getting them to the point where they have a job and they've got benefits and they have friends and they have a supervisor that looks up to them and looks to them for direction. I mean, it's just wonderful to enhance families' lives, because you also impact the family by doing that as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
that's
absolutely,
true.
yeah.
Yep.
Mary, can you talk a little bit about the Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy Institute and the relationship to Catholic Charities?
Sure. We're a part of Catholic Charities, and the Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy Institute's been around for 60 years. And they've been very active in the community. Employment-wise, we're in 4 counties in Maryland: St. Mary's, Charles, Prince George's, and Montgomery County, as well as Washington, D.C. And we all have programs. We all find jobs for our individuals. For instance, my program's in Montgomery County. And what we do is we have a robust program on Mondays and Fridays. We're teaching soft skills to individuals. Like, give me your hand. Give me a good handshake. Oh, that's wonderful. That's awesome. So it's something simple as that, you know, interviewing skills, resume writing. We even film. It's really interesting to see yourself on film.
Yes, it is.
The camera's right there.
I know.
To see what you're doing and not doing correctly during an interview.
That's great.
We had one individual who looked at the lights on the ceiling the whole entire time. And when she saw herself doing that, it was eye-opening.
Yeah.
So she just perfected her interviewing skills after that. So we interview for that. We also do like video resumes, or go out and film individuals that are volunteering somewhere, so we can show their skills to future employers. Wow. Right. We also have an after-school program for children with autism. That's in the Rockville area. I've taken 2 individuals from that program into our employment program. And one is looking for a job right now, and the other one is employed. So that's wonderful. When they, you know, are aging out, because they come in as early as 8 years old, and then we have them all the way up until they're 18.
Wow,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes. And then we have a day habilitation program for individuals that need more medical attention, but they're out in the community and enjoying. We have nurses in that program, and they're enjoying outside activities as well. And then we do personal supports also. If you want to go bowling, and maybe your parents, this is really good for the parents too, because they get a break.
Yeah.
A lot of families have 2 children that are, you know, affected by disability. So it gives them a break. Maybe they could go out on a date. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
right.
would be always nice.
Yeah, that was
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
But the personal supports allows the individual to get out in the community, or to learn independent skills, like how to do their own laundry, make their own lunch, prepare for the week of dress themselves.
Right.
Go to Special Olympics, basketball games, right?
Yes, that's
They can be
true.
taken there. It's a unified situation, and
Yeah.
it could be fun for the individual. But they just become more rounded. You know, the more you're introduced to, the wider your experience becomes.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
And that experience carries from personal life to your job, and through your career as well.
Yes, that's true.
Right. And of course, we have the Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy School in D.C.
Right.
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 And we have adult
Yep.
learning as well in,
All right.
in Washington, D.C.
And do you still have senior programs?
Well, I have a senior program in my program. It's been in existence since about 2016, about almost 4 years.
Okay.
And so, therefore, when it's time for you to retire, possibly you, Terrell, eventually,
All right.
you don't have to sit at home. We have a retirement program.
Wow.
I know,
That's
right?
great.
You create your own calendar, and you decide where you want to go for the month. And we help you look online. Like, for instance, Montgomery County, the county fair, they have a
Right.
seniors day, and you get in for free.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Right? We find all the good free stuff. Or go to museums. And our seniors like to volunteer at least once a month. So they have a volunteer opportunity once a month. But you don't have to sit at home. You can come and enjoy with some friends that you've known all these years.
Right.
Enjoy the retirement program.
All right, that sounds good. How did a person find a job coach?
And before Mary,
Also, you are a job coach, so you should know.
before Mary lets us know how you can find a job coach, we're going to be right back after these messages. Don't go away.
Coming here and having a group like this where she just fits in perfectly, where we're accepted, we belong, we're the community.
It's just a chance for us to really coach these kids and challenge them, but at the same time motivate them, support them, and encourage them to be better soccer players.
My neighbor is actually one of the athletes who participates in this, and I was babysitting him and I was playing soccer with him, and his dad told me about this program and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Watching this inspirational group of athletes smile and have fun and get to shine as individuals has just been wonderful. As a parent of one of the buddies, it's been a real pleasure to come out here and see this develop.
It's really changed her life. I mean, she's very happy, and she feels like she's a part of the team and very special.
And every single time I come, the athletes put a smile on my face.
Just being a coach, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? To help these kids and to be a part of their life.
The way you see the players interact with each other, interact with us, this is making a big difference in their life, and it's making a big difference in my life too.
Welcome back. We're so excited that you are joining us as we are talking to Mary today about being a job coach.
Yes, Nick, and also the job coach here is my job coach. Woo-hoo! How did you become a job coach, Mary?
Well, I just told everybody I had stopped working for about a year and was helping my husband build his business. And then all of a sudden I wanted to go back to work, and I was telling everybody, as I tell all my individuals, please tell everybody you're looking for a job. Because then other people will start looking for you or listening, right, in the community. Well, my brother-in-law and his girlfriend, so that's Richard and Victoria, called me up one day and said they found the perfect job for me. They thought it was awesome. And it was an employment specialist position with Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy Institute. So I applied and got in and had an interview, and they hired me.
All right.
Right?
That sounds good.
Now, I might not have 30 years or 20 years experience in the field, but what I did have was marketing experience, business experience, management experience that could take their program to the next level. I wouldn't say I did it 100% myself, but I helped build the program so it is to what it is today. And loved every minute of it.
That sounds good.
I know.
Right. So, and as I said, I got hired, and I was given a caseload immediately. And you were on that caseload, weren't you?
Yes, thank you.
I'm so glad you were on that.
Right. So what I started doing was basically what we do is try to find out what you want to do. Right?
Right.
And that's what I did. I came to Terrell works for Special Olympics International, a very fun place to work.
Yes, that's
and
true.
Build a relationship with just about everybody there, and especially his immediate supervisor, which is so important because I can't be there every minute. You're not funded for one-to-one job coaching, right?
Right. That's
so
true.
So Teresa, who is your supervisor, she's awesome. She and I worked together and got you to where you are today. He went from being an office assistant to being a lead in the mailroom now.
Yes.
So he sends
That's
mail
true.
all over the world.
Yes, I do.
And that's awesome. You're very good in your job. And that to me is so wonderful because I get to work with the individual from the beginning and of their job. And get them to the point where, we just don't leave them in the position. You train, we ask the supervisor, how can you get to the next level? What can we do to get you a promotion or more money, right?
Right, yes.
And they work with us, and we get you there. You might require some training or online training, but eventually we get you there.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's
true,
all about
Mary.
success. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
And so, and to that point, I think you're right. Everybody does want that. How would someone go about getting a job coach, Mary? Can you walk us through some of the
Sure.
things? If someone's, in our audience watching, when should they be thinking about that for their child?
I would say I would start early in high school, like 14.
Okay.
Start looking at that. When the TY teacher, transitioning youth teacher, suggests you fill out paperwork, please fill it out. Fill it
okay.
out when they're telling you to fill it out. There's also on the DDA website, there is a template of what you should be doing when.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, and for the most part, to get approved for the waiver from DDA, which is going to pay for your job coaching or day services, you need to fill out the waiver application as soon as possible. As early as you could probably fill it out in your junior year, but DDA suggests you fill out the paperwork and submit it in the fall before you're going to exit high school. Okay, so that's really important. Parents, please do not wait to the last minute because you will not get services. It's not automatic. You have to apply, and the TY coordinators and your coordinator of community services, they can help you fill out that paperwork. And get it moving along. So DDA is Developmental Disability Administration, and that's like waivers. And this is more permanent job coaching. This could be with you for life until you definitely are going to stay home, right, and not be in any program at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the ideal situation. Some folks don't qualify for it, or didn't fill out the paperwork, and they wind up on that awful list that thousands of people are on, but you can get help for a paid position, not a volunteer, but a paid position through DOORS, which is the Division of Rehabilitative Services.
Okay.
And you can. It's a shorter term.
Not the real doors, but
right, not a real door.
Thank you.
Yes, but it does. But it would help you open a door to paid employment.
Yes,
right?
That's true.
Oh, that's good.
Right. And that usually lasts about no more than 6 months because they'll pay for, and they pay on a schedule for our services.
Okay.
And we will be out there helping you find a position. So. That's another way to do it. If you're someone who maybe just lost your job and you're 40, but you've got a lot of experience,
right?
You will go to your DOORS. I think they have an office in Wheaton.
Yeah, they do.
And you can fill out an application there. If you've had an application 20 years ago, you're probably still in their system. So you would just reopen your DOORS case. That would be nice. But if you're not in the system, please apply. And let us help. Let us help you. We're a provider here in Montgomery County. There are a lot of providers, and DOORS knows who they are.
Okay. Oh, that's excellent.
And also, all of the providers are on DDA's website, and you can just click on them. Like you can click on Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy Institute, and you'll go right to our website.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right.
Yeah. That's true. People, you should understand what Mary had to say because it's really important because Mary is a job coach and she knows how to get you a job.
And you have been working for 28 years, and 10 years of those 28 have been with Mary.
Correct.
And can you share just a little bit? I know you guys have so much success together, but is there one story you could share with us?
Yeah, actually, remember we went for that training together for Kurzweil 3000?
Oh, that
That program is awesome,
yes,
isn't it?
It is. Yes.
And it's really good. It's very good for people. There was a gentleman in your office that didn't speak English very well.
Yeah.
So he would just take his emails that were in English and copy and paste them and put them in Kurzweil, and it would talk to him in his language.
You mean
It is a K name. What was it?
Kessler.
That's it. That's it. And it would read the email so that he could respond back.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
helped you with English as a second language. And Terrell would put it in, and you can type up your email response in there,
Yeah.
and it reads it back to you. And if
Right.
you misspelled something, it'll say it. You'll know that you misspelled a word,
Yeah.
and then you have to correct it.
It helped me a lot.
But that has really helped you progress in your email responding,
Okay.
because you can understand what people are saying to you.
Yes, that's you.
Although he doesn't always answer my emails. But
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, Terrell. But it does help him to be successful at work.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it does.
And Mary, what can you share with our audience? You and Terrell have a great relationship. You have worked together, as we said, for 10 years and really helped Terrell build his business skills. What are some of the things that you could share with our audience that they can think about in working with their job coaches? Once they go through doors or through
Right.
DDA and they secure a job coach, how do they keep moving forward with that?
Well, it's really good to advocate for yourself.
Self-advocacy.
We don't know what you
Yes,
want or
that's
need
true.
unless you tell us.
Okay.
Please tell us. I helped someone get a job in a field that they worked 2 weeks and decided they didn't like.
Okay.
But they told me right away, which is good. They didn't work a job they didn't like. They
Right.
just said, I don't think this is for me, Mary. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board and figure out what you might like, or we can go out and search together, go in. I used to take people in places and we do, reconnaissance. We're spying on everybody, going up and down the aisles and listening to them talk to each other. Are they friendly? Are they respectful? And that's, another way to do it too. But it's, you need to tell us what you want. If you don't, we can try some volunteer opportunities. It could be one day a week, or one day you might know, I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm terrible at this. I'm not having fun. But also I want to say too is work is not fun all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
that's
true.
You're right.
It's true.
Yes,
Yep.
my typical day, I do not have a typical day. I could get up in the morning, get in my car and go, oh, I am going to do this today. I'm going to get so much done, and get to the office and it's completely changed. So you have
Yeah.
to be really flexible as a job coach or employment specialist, because your day can just completely change when you get to work. Or you could be driving to work and get the phone call, someone got hurt on the job. So you're now driving to work to see if they need to go to the hospital, to the emergency room.
That could happen.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, it has happened.
Oh, it has happened. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
Exactly. No, it's okay. You're okay. Or maybe they fell down the escalator going to work, on the metro. I mean, and they have to go to the hospital or something, or they don't have a ride to work. That's often too. Mary, my Metro Access didn't come. So I can tell you, my office is the most awesome place to work, because somebody might be stuck in DC and they get a call that one of their individuals needs help. We go, we share. And all the employment specialists in my office, we know everybody, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And we have a dinner and dance every year.
Oh, yes.
You
That's
do?
True.
We
That's
do.
True.
And we all get together and we know everyone in our program.
That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes, which I love. And we all help each other. And I just got a phone call today. One of our gentlemen was looking for a job for someone. And he called me and said, they want 25 more people. I went, what? We don't have 25 people. And yes, so I might be calling some people out there about jobs that are available.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right.
Yay.
Right,
Yes.
right. So that's what we do. You drive around, listen to people, and try to get people jobs.
So your typical day is an atypical day.
Very.
Yeah. Which is wonderful, and that does bring me to what a fabulous field you're in.
Yes.
Like how incredible the work that you're doing. You
Yes.
really are, it is so impactful, and you really are changing lives in so
Yes.
many different areas of people's lives. So I hope folks who are watching who just got out of college or who are thinking of just different careers,
Yes.
this is a fabulous career.
Yes,
Yes, it
please,
does.
please.
It
We
is.
are sometimes short of job coaches, good job coaches.
Yeah.
And we give training. You're in training for the first 2 weeks that you come on board with Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy. And you get really good training in my office for sure. And
That sounds good.
we need more people that want to do this job.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So if you could say one thing to folks out there about getting a job coach, what would you say?
Go to doors and then find out the information. But I said don't go to doors. Go to Kennedy Institute website, and then they will tell you more information how you be a job coach and how you do a job coach, and all you have to do is sign up. And then that is it.
Why, Terrell, thank you for that plug.
Yes, you're welcome, Mary, anytime.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, that is all the time we have. But to learn more about job coaching, please visit www.catholiccharitiesdc.org. And you too can have a relationship just like Terrell and Mary and have a wonderful job coach or be able to find this incredible career for yourself as well. So thank you for watching Telling Your Story with Terrell and Nic. And remember, wherever you are in your life,
Keep moving forward. Cheers.